Now we're going to watch Jane's backstroke here. Jane, as we're watching her backstroke, as you're watching these videos, also take some time to look at the email as well. Lennett's got some notes in there of things that we see that we want you to work on, things we see that we think you're doing incredible on. There's a lot of stuff that we're looking at your backstroke, and really early on this season, we've been more impressed with your backstroke than anything. I can't believe how much improvement we've seen on that. So we've been very excited about your backstroke and excited to get to look at it here and kind of analyze it a little bit with you and try to help you out. So make sure you check out those notes as well, just different tips that we can see to kind of help you out. All right, let's kind of get this thing started. All right. So as we start that first stroke here, as we come in with that left hand, we like that you can see that your pinkies are down, which means you're entering that water pinky down, thumb up. That's really good. We want to make sure you're always exiting the water, thumb up, and entering the water pinky in. So it's thumb out, pinky in every single time. We really think you do a good job of that. The other thing we really like is we can see real early on you got that catch, got that elbow bent, and you've got that shoulder rolling down. You do a good job of rolling your shoulders through here. So we really like a couple things we're seeing here pretty early. Again, you can see that your head's back a little bit there, and you can see that your shoulders are on a slant, which is exactly what we want to see. As we start that next stroke here with the right hand, again, you can see that your pinky's entering the water really, really well, and you can see that as your left hand is getting up, you're already getting that shoulder down or up because that right shoulder's down. That's exactly what we want to see every single time, Jane. So very nicely done there. Well done. Great job of catching that water. We'd like to see that hand where you kind of got down a little bit low. Get that hand up just a little bit. So try to lift that hand up and really throw that water down towards those feet, towards the opposite wall. Again, very good job there on that hand entry. Hand entries looks so, so nice. When we're looking at that kick, great flexibility there with those ankles. We really like how you're pointing those toes. We'd like to see just a little bit more power. We're not seeing a whole lot of white water here. Underneath the water, now we'll see what it looks like above. But when we look at it down here below, we don't see a whole lot of white water coming up. So if you can get those feet up just a little bit higher, and you can see that your hips are a little bit low. So if you get that head back just a little bit, your hips are going to come up just a little bit, and then all of a sudden you're going to have much better white water coming off those feet. So that's what we want to see from you, okay? As we go to the next stroke, again, great job there. So right here you can kind of see again as we're getting across, you see those hips are a little bit low, so just lift those hips up, okay? As we get ready to go in here to our turn. Wow, that catch is just so good. So as we turn it over, that's a great job. I mean, you hit that, well, you turned over exactly where you needed to be. And I always say you need a flip when your hands get to your hip, and both those hands are at your hips, so that's perfect. Now, the one thing I want you to look at right here is you can see that your palms are pointed up. As you start to do that turn, what you want to do is take those palms, instead of being up, turn them down so you're almost like throwing water towards your face. You can see that they stay up the entire time, right? This position here, that's good. Hands are a little bit high. If you turn those palms down, you're going to start doing a little bit better job of catching that water and pushing it towards your face. Feet are a little bit high. Your knees are a little bit high there. But man, this streamline, head position in your streamline is A+. Definitely perfect, Jane. That looks so good. The other thing we do like is we like how you're pushing down a little bit. The one thing we want to make sure you get that upper body lowered a little bit better too. Keep your body all in the same line. Hold that streamline just a little bit quicker or a little bit longer, about 2 seconds before you start that very first dolphin kick. But once you start dolphin kicking, those are great. All right, so you're just starting that first stroke right after your head broke the water. We do need to work at starting the breakout a little bit earlier. What we'd like to see you do is, gonna rewind. Man, good body lines are coming up there too. Right about here, Okay, so you're getting close to being done with your dolphin kicks. Here we should start with that flutter kick. And this bottom hand, which looks like it's your right hand, that bottom hand needs to start that stroke so that as you're breaking the surface, your first stroke should already be coming up here when you just barely started it. So let's work on where we start that breakout, okay? But man, great dolphin kicks. Once you come up swimming, you get a nice tempo. And again, we love your body roll, so shoulder roll. Great job, Jane.